Baking is like the anti-cooking.
Hi, I'm Phil.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
Today, on this prestigious day, we would like to wish a very special happy birthday to Kevin's mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Here's to you, Brenda. You're a very nice lady. This is a Kevin episode.
Sorry.
Kevin's gonna bake us something. He hasn't told us, but maybe he'll tell you and us at the same time. And here's Vinny, who is feeling a little stressed out.
Today, I will be undertaking to bake apple pie. Why? Mostly because of a mistake I made this weekend, wherein I made pie crust dough and then didn't use it. And I felt compelled to use it. So when I found out I was baking for PGC, I was like, well, I guess I'm making apple pie. I woke up and I felt a compulsion to bake. Okay, so the pie crust dough is made. We're not doing that. You will get to see me humiliate and shame myself trying to work with it. But before that step, we have to make the filling. Alright, and we're gonna start by melting a whole stick of butter. Yeah, we're just gonna melt this butter. It's like watching paint dry, you know. Alright, once you've teleported forward in time, your butter is melted. You add 3 tablespoons of flour, but you whisk it in. When you have to whisk ingredients in, as a general rule, don't add the whole amount at the same time. So once you have those 3 tablespoons of flour in, just whisk it a while. How long is a while? 1 whole minute. Alright. Put in a 1/4 cup of water. Then you need a cup of sugar. Is this a half cup? I used the wrong measuring cup to put the water in. There's too much water in there. But that's okay. I put in a half cup of water instead of a 1/4 cup.
Ruined.
Probably is ruined. But that's what we're here for.
Okay, to put more sugar in to compensate.
1 whole cup of granulated sugar.
If you put too much water in, could you just like suck it out with a straw?
You can. And we're gonna let this go for a moment. Here's the thing about baking, and yours truly. I don't know, if you bake, maybe you have a different relationship with baking. My relationship with baking is one of rage, okay? I start baking and I just mess something up, and it's like a cascade of f***ups. And I get really mad about it. But I keep going. And there comes a time where the rage is suddenly just dispelled. And I reach this moment of zen, and it's great. Baking's fun. But I don't know, it feels like the rage is a requirement. Maybe I'm not cut out to be a baker. Or maybe every baker has this experience. I don't know. Do you have baker rage? Comment below.
I definitely can relate to the baker rage, but I never experienced the zen.
Now, we're going to slice the apples. Now, if you read a recipe, any recipe for apple pie, it'll say slice thinly, okay? Now, my gut tells me there's such a thing as too thin. You know, you slice it too thin, maybe it becomes totally obliterated in the heat of the oven. Maybe that's something that would happen. That's a risk I'm willing to take if the payoff is that I get to use state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line Amish technology. Look at this. This is peels, cores, and slices all in one. Thank you, Amish. You know, the Amish are good at lots of things. It's usually not the things you think they're good at. You know, like they're good at not paying taxes.
What a hot take!
They're good at making people think they can make furniture, you know, stuff like that. But one thing they're definitely good at is making apple slicers, corers, and peelers. Here we go. Look at this thing.
Incredible. Oh my god.
Look at that. Oh! Then you just take a knife and you go, done.
I am a helper.
How many apples will we be using today, Kevin?
2.5 pounds, which in this case was
5.
5 apples. Chop your apples in half. Now that your apples are sliced, you want to put 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon on them.
What kind?
You can use any kind, but Ceylon will lower your blood pressure.
What will the other kind do?
If you eat too much of it, it'll like shut down your liver or something.
These statements are not approved by the FDA.
Let me do one of these. Alright, you've tossed your apples. You take your butter sugar combo. There you go. Give that a mix. Alright, now comes the moment of truth. You know, he who has never been burnt before can walk easily into the flames. But he who has been burnt before, sometimes it's hard to go forth. I've been burnt by pie crust dough before. Here we go.
Once more into the breach, the brig, where are we going?
Notes of ammonia?
Oh, alright, here we go. On your friend's lovely, pristine countertop.
Doesn't look pristine.
Give it the old duster-rooney. That's one of the fun things about baking. Is it's kind of just really just an excuse to make an obscene mess. Alright, here we go. So it might be too crumbly because I made it several days ago, but we'll see, we'll see. This kind of thing is tricky because you want chunks of butter in there separate, and if you handle it too much, it combines with the flour. By the way, there are people who like to talk smack about the French. They're misguided souls. One of the things the French got right is rolling pins. You want to use a French rolling pin, not one of these swiveling doohickeys the English rely upon. No offense to the,
Millions of people who live in England.
Yeah, and basically all I'm doing is I'm trying to make this vaguely into the shape of a circle, just as I suspected. I've already learned. I am trying to make this wide enough to fit this and also drape over, a pie crust. We're not there yet. How did Michelangelo make sculptures? He probably there had to be a moment where he was like, whatever, I don't care what happens. When he stopped caring as much, he got better at it because he was able to find the calm within. Can I find the calm within? No, I am afraid of making it thinner than this. So we will see what disaster unfolds before us. Now, the thinking here is that you will drape the dough over the rolling pin and then kind of roll it into the pie plate.
What is that red thing?
What red thing? Where's the red thing? Oh god, I don't know. It was on the counter?
Yes.
Not my problem. Not my problem.
Shouldn't have interrupted the process, John.
I reached my zen, goddammit!
You gotta believe in the heart of the gluten. That's holding on to my prayer.
Almost. Alright, look at that ragged thing. We're cooking with oil now.
Cooking with oil?
I don't know, fire?
With gas?
Cooking with gas? Alright, we're gonna try and shore this up. So, that happened. Next would be preheat your oven to 425.
No.
That's not the oven.
Can you turn that knob back?
Oh, it smells like gas.
Yeah, because your gas is What are you doing? Woo!
Dude, my stove oven at home is 400 years old.
No, it isn't.
Is 400 years old.
Older than our nation.
And, it's a lot simpler than that. That's all I'm saying.
So what you're saying is we need to go back to simpler times.
Yeah.
You're a regressivist.
A Luddite.
Yeah, that's right.
Armed with Amish technology. So, apple pie, you're thinking lattice, right?
Yeah, no.
You need the lat dough. We're doing the lattice.
Oh, shit! Oh!
But we'll have extra, I think, to sort of repair this. I'm gonna try and do it in a somewhat speedy fashion. I don't know whether it will work. This thing kind of came apart.
You're gonna lattice it, so what does it matter?
We'll see. All right, into your raggedy pie crust, you put the filling.
If you were putting the filling in, would you use the dump technique?
I'd probably I'll probably field goal it and go for 3 points.
All right, so the message to the haters.
Your haters.
My haters specifically. Now listen, if you don't leave some apple skin on here, on these apple slices, you're not gonna get any vitamins. You see that? That's your vitamins right there. If you don't get vitamins, you're gonna be weak. And what are you gonna do if you're weak? Only pie I've ever baked before was a custard pie. Never made a fruit pie before. For good reason.
You know what Carl Sagan said? If you want to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe.
Are you alive?
Fair point!
I am cutting slices so as to lattice this beautiful pie crust. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this and make an actual pie crust. It's gonna be great. Look at that. Wow! So I'm just eyeballing these. You know, if you're trying to impress some relatives, maybe measure them. But I'm not. Don't look, Phil. Okay, he's not looking.
I don't know if my relations are gonna be impressed.
I swear upon my life, I can bake some really nice cakes. Really, really, really good cakes.
But you chose to do this instead.
As I said, it was, you know, the evolution of a mistake.
You're repaying a debt to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precisely.
I understand.
Boom. Beautiful. That's how that works, right? Yeah.
His brain is expanding. He sees the vision. Pie in 4 dimensions. Over, under, sideways, and through.
Alright. Then you can do something with this excess. You know, like blip, blip. Yes. Yeah, that looks good. Wow, look at that. All done. Alright, 425 for 15 minutes. Then we'll turn it down to a certain amount for 45 more minutes. Yep.
You hit bake, or you hit, okay, and then you hit start when you get the temperature. Okay.
Alright. We'll go another 45-ish. Alright, your pie baked at 15 minutes at 425. And then I baked for 45 minutes at 350. Put a thing down to catch the drippings. Unless you're at your friend's house, and then you make him clean it up. And look at that beautiful lattice. That is very latticed and not malformed and diseased.
That sure looks like a pie to me.
Yes. We're gonna let that sit for at least 10 minutes. By the way, what you should do is do an egg wash on all that before you put it in the oven. I forgot that step. Doesn't matter. It's all good. We'll be back. Alright, your pie is done. I don't have a pie cutter. I have a butter knife. It looks really wet in there. I probably should not have doubled the water by accident or by anything at all. Alright, that just exploded. It's apple cobbler, you know. Alright. That's a piece of pie right there. Perfect triangular shaped piece of pie. You wanna know how to make pie? There you go. Plop your ice cream next to your perfect triangular pie. Okay. You know what? I did a good job. I'll say it. I did a really f***ing good job right here. I'm good. That's a crispy crust. That's all I really wanted. Crispy crust. I don't care about the innards. Because, you know, the bake. Butter and flour. Butter and flour. Nothing else matters. Butter and flour. And I got it. I did it. Oh yeah.
Alright, Kevin told me to say if it sucks, that it sucks. But that's not gonna happen because it doesn't suck. It looks hot and steamy. I thought this was a family show. It doesn't suck. It's great. Very good. Very tasty. Successful apple pie. Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome. That's all there is to it.
What was that, Kevin?
Wait, hit the like button. Hit the like button.